Hmm.
Really?
No, actually,
Like a who?
no, I did not actually.
Okay.
We didn't do these yesterday. So, all right. Okay, we are going to finish up with this right here. Describe the classification of agriculture animals according to different uses. We've talked about classification. We talked about breeds, breed associations, and the purpose of them yesterday. And now today we'll finish up by just talking about the classification by breeds. Okay? Somebody go ahead and tell me, what is a breed? What's the definition of a breed? It is one of your terms. And if you want to look on page 24 and just read the definition, I'm good with that too.
A breed of animal is defined as a group of animals with a common ancestry and common characteristics that breed true.
Okay, and then what does breeding true also mean?
Means that the offspring almost always will look like the parent.
Okay, so you're going to take a one breed, and a breeding true or purebred animal is one that you take a female of one breed, you breed it to the male of the same breed. Okay? But there are other systems that we'll look at here. We've already talked about purebreds. We'll look at this blood typing here real quick. And I'll breeze through this. And we talked about breed associations. Great. Blood typing. Okay. Blood typing. So in livestock, and it's also something that happens for fair animals as well. Are you sick? Are you in trouble? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Are you sure? Okay, be with us here, okay? Right here.
Let's go.
Got him open. Alright, blood typing. Book says, beyond physical characteristics used in breed identification, a process known as blood typing. Here's another key term, by the way. Also used to determine the ancestry of an animal. Individual animals and humans have different types of blood known as blood groups. The blood type or blood of different types of or groups of animals has different characteristics that then can be passed on genetically from parents to offspring. As the blood is analyzed, these differences show up. This process is useful in determining the percentage of a particular animal. Somebody go ahead and pick up where it says the Black Angus. Let's read about them.
Awkward silence.
25, towards the bottom paragraph there. Because the black color.
Because the black color of Angus cattle is dominant, the sire of a black calf from an Angus cow would be difficult to determine just by looking at the calf.
True.
However, the blood type of a calf sired by an Angus bull would be different from the blood type of a calf. Wait, I already said that.
Yep, you're good.
The blood type of two Angus bulls might even be different. Determining the parentage of animals using blood typing is usually considered to be about 90% accurate.
Okay, and then it also says the new breeds of animals are constantly being developed by combining animals of different breeds. The Brangus, which we did talk about yesterday. Anybody remember what the Brangus was from? Brahmin, what else?
Angus.
Okay, Black Angus, very good. The Brangus breed was developed by systematically breeding Brahmin cattle and Angus cattle until the offspring had the desirable characteristics and bred true. Just as in earlier history, a breed was developed by the characteristics that certain people wanted, which is exactly why we talked about yesterday. People chose that Brahmin because of some of the characteristics, and that's what producers do to this day. So overall, blood typing is just helping to determine the different groups. My example was a spotted pig here and a Poland China pig. What they did, I don't even know if it was like the 40s or 50s, but they actually kind of opened up the record books or the registration books on these, and they kind of combined the two breeds to call them a spotted Poland China. Then a little bit later on, maybe in the 80s, what they said is, no, we don't want to do that anymore, so they actually split because look at the characteristics. What do you see on this pig? What are some characteristics?
It's long body.
Yes, okay, it is long-bodied, but what about coloring features,
It's
right?
brown.
It's
White.
It's black with white stripes or spots, not stripes. Or it's black with white spots or white with black spots. Okay, kind of either way there. Now what about the Poland China? What are the colors
White,
characteristics
yeah.
of this one?
Solid black with white solid.
Yeah, so we had solid black here. Sometimes the tail has some white here, but then the feet are white, And then also the nose also has a white spot to it as well. The ears are normally down too. Hopefully I didn't get a Berkshire here. Berkshires look like this except their ears are up, but the Poland Chinas are normally down. Anyways, though, so they combine these two breeds, but you can see that the characteristics of them are definitely different. Okay, so then they tried to pull the breeds back, separate them again, and that's where that blood typing came in, because the pigs that are purebred now of a purebred spot may be up to a certain percentage of, if you use the blood, saying that actually is a purebred animal. There's really no spotted pig now that is actually 100%. Well, there could be some guy out in the sticks that kept his pigs away from everything. Could, I guess, be 100%, but I don't think so anymore. But so if you took a spotted pig now, it would never really register or 100% purebred spot. It'd always be about 90, 85, whatever it would be. So that is just the example of the blood typing. Okay, other types of classifying animals or classification. What is our thing here? Classification by breeds here. Crossbreeding, pretty simple here. Is just when you take a purebred animal, you breed it to another type of purebred animal. Not of the same purebred, of a different, then you get a crossbred animal. The whole idea of this one as well is to create maybe new breeds that have certain traits that you're interested in. So if Tommy, since he wrote to the Hereford Association, maybe Tommy really likes Hereford cows and Charolais cows. He likes what they offer, but he wants them in the same package. So he's going to create his new breed of cattle called the Harley. That was good.
Yeah.
No, okay, maybe.
No. I like
The Hereford?
The Churford.
The Churford. Okay. So you will just keep breeding those animals together until you're going to get a offspring that are going to breed true to themselves. But this is sometimes used to produce new breeds. And we talked about that Santa Gertrudis cattle. You took the shorthorn cow, bred to the Brahmin to create the Santa Gertrudis. The book also talks about a mule now this would really be breeding. I don't know why. But it talks about another example is the mule, which was developed by breeding a mare, a female horse, which is the Equus caballus, with a jack, or the Equus asinus, which is probably where you get another term for a donkey, but we won't say it. The resulting animal is a mule. Combine the size and strength of the horse with the toughness and surefootedness of the donkey. So that would be an example of crossbreeding. Pretty simple concept. Another thing when you crossbreed animals is that this other term called heterosis or hybrid vigor comes out. Anybody ever heard of that term before, those terms? Hybrid vigor, possibly in biology. Heterosis, anybody know what that means?
Hereford's bigger is like. Yeah. I don't know. I've heard of it when they talk about black baldy calves.
Okay, very good. That's right. Black Baldies would be the Angus and the Hereford cross. Well, what is hybrid? What's a hybrid?
Mix of two.
It's like a mix, right? And what does vigor mean?
Like a strength. What?
Well,
I thought
okay,
it was
okay.
hybrid.
Yes. What does the term vigor mean?
Scared.
Nope.
Dang.
Rapid.
What?
Rapid.
Rapid?
The first thing that comes to mind
Yep.
is like vigorous.
Yeah, right. Vigorous. That's exactly right. So it's like a rapid pace. That could be fine. Okay, vigor would be kind of like a healthy, tough meaning. Okay? So you take an animal, you crossbreed them, and then with the black baldy cattle, we'll use Patrick's idea there. Hereford cow, Black Angus cow, you breed them together, and their offspring are supposed to be genetically and physically a more superior cow than their mom and dad. Because of the crossing of genetics, they're just supposed to be a healthier, bigger, more aggressive, and faster growing cow. That's hybrid vigor, and that's what crossbreeding does. And our last thing we're going to get into is the different uses here now. Okay? Classification according to use. Pretty simple. Meat animal. Tommy, read just the first paragraph there. Under meat animal on page 26.
Page 20.
26, yep. We got a couple different uses for animals, and they're here. Meat animals, work animals, or horses. Which horses could get into a class. They have a bunch of different uses as well, and we'll look at those there. And then also, I missed out, but I
Alright.
talk about it in a second. Go.
Meat animals are raised primarily for slaughter and human consumption. For instance, with the exception of those raised as laboratory animals.
Okay.
Almost all pigs are raised for pork and have little use otherwise. Sheep, however, may be raised for various purposes. Breeds such as
Rambouillet.
Rambouillet
Yep.
and Merinos
Yep.
are grown primarily for their wool. Suffolk and
Suffolk.
Suffolk
Yep.
and Hampshire breeds are grown primarily as meat animals, and other breeds are produced for their milk, which is used in such products as
Roquefort cheese.
cheese.
So we talked about, yes, all those beef cows that the breeds that we talked about, or we looked over, those are all different meat animals. Okay, that's what they're raised for, the slaughtering human and for their meat. Consumption by humans for their meat. So meat animals would be one classification, or one use of animals. Another one is work animals. So if we go to page 27, it says, another classification to use is the work animal. In the past, work animals have been an essential part of agriculture. Even today, in some parts of the world, animals are the primary means of transportation and tillage of the soil. Donkeys provide power to pull carts and are ridden. Camels provide means of bearing heavy loads. Oxen, camels, water buffalo, and donkeys are all used to pull wagons and plows. I think there's some in actually southeast Nebraska, kind of around Pawnee City. But I know, like, up in Wisconsin, has anybody ever been around the Amish folk before? Or seen, like, driven by them and they're in their... Okay. So, those, that way of living is definitely still based upon animals, work animals, because they have to use animals in their daily life for all of the work that they do. Yes?
Okay, so like how they can't own anything like electronically.
Yes. I think they can still own
There's a
some
loophole. They can't.
engine, or not an engine, a motor, an electric motor, or like a gas-powered motor. But anyways,
I don't know, but like they can borrow like tools and stuff like that,
There's a-
vehicles and things like that, but they can't. own
Amish
it.
place
But
in Kansas.
however they put up
a phone.
hay, though, they still, animals are definitely crucial to that part of that way of living as well. So work animals. Okay, horses. Horses ate in all sorts of things. Horses definitely used to have more of a purpose in the American society when people still, free range their cattle. How many people in the United States still free range their cattle that you know of?
Not a lot.
Well,
How many people take the cattle from Texas up to Nebraska
Oh.
to get on the train rail line?
Me,
Probably not too many.
I've done it.
All right. So you're telling me you're really good at campfire songs to ease the cattle, huh? Man, maybe later you can sing some for us. Oh, you can play guitar too? You guys could definitely drive a herd of cows up. Okay, so that, but horses still have, or working cattle, definitely can still be used. Probably in western Nebraska where there's big areas of grassland, I would say there's probably a lot more use for cattle to go check them. But now, what's the thing that's kind of replacing cattle or horses to go check? Well, four-wheelers did.
Cars.
Now, what's replacing four-wheelers to go check
Dirt bike.
cattle?
Video.
Let's say Remy is he's a rancher, out in western Nebraska. He owns 30,000 acres and he has his cows out there. You could probably have your horse. What?
Drones.
The drones. It's
Helicopter.
crazy. Yeah. Well, yeah, your own personal one. With a
Right.
camera, you can go see all your cows and you don't even have to take your horse out
I
there.
have one of those.
Do you?
Can I fly it in here?
No.
A drone?
Okay.
I can fly.
So,
Yeah.
just, yeah. But horses definitely still have a place for recreation and rodeos and also that as well. Oh, draft horses it also talks about too. No, I swear I had. No, I didn't. And draft horses definitely were a part of society, definitely in work as well. So they could have been considered a work animal. Okay, some other uses here. We have dual purpose animals. Raised for meat production and then also raised for something else. And I'm pretty sure I spelled meat wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, you did, Mr. Good.
What did I have?
I like
Because
the
you're
short one,
meeting
Gary.
somebody later.
What did I?
Oh.
Jeez Louise. I can just get rid of that one altogether. Dogs and dual purpose. That's what we'll go with.
So we don't even have to type the meat.
No, you get rid of that junk. That's junk. Get rid of that. Dogs though, help herd and guard against predators. Okay, dogs. When I was student teaching, I student taught out kind of by McCook, and this family I went visited their farm. They had like 150 nanny goats out there, and they had these in their goat pen because some of them were about ready to start kidding.
Wait, what's the top one?
They
Are
had
you
just get rid of
kidding?
it. They had these huge dogs, these
They're
huge
big
white
fluffy
dogs.
white-
Malamutes or whatever?
Those things are so
Yeah, could have been that. Or what's a great?
Great
What's a
Dane.
Pyrenees? What's that? How big are those?
Yeah, that's what they are.
Are those the big ones too?
Yeah.
So they had them, and
Emmett has some of those.
these dogs pretty much controlled the whole farm. I mean, they would be in the pen or out of the pen, but they kept them in the pen a lot of times because they were the guard dogs from any coyotes or anything else that came in. Yeah, it was crazy. It was kind of cool, but so dogs definitely have a purpose as well. And then the last thing is our dual purpose animals, which meat and milk is a big thing. Sheep though, or goats. Goats could be for milk or for meat production as well.
Sheep aren't really milk, are they?
No, but we will learn actually. And actually, I'll try to get some.
King, your phone fell
There
off.
is definitely a breed of sheep, though, a couple breeds that are good for milk production, and in some parts of the world, that's their only milk source is for sheep. And when we get to the dairy unit, we'll hopefully make some ice cream out of some sheep milk, and then you can try that out
Ew.
too.
I was told there was a dead cow outside.
Does it taste like?
Yeah, there is actually. What?
Does it taste like?
Outside here?
It may be a little bit more. I think maybe it has a little bit more solids
That's
to
why
it,
is there a
maybe.
dead cow on it?
But it's not bad. And with ice cream and sugar, it tastes just fine.
Why is there a dead cow outside?
It's a good cow side.
Wait, what?
Let's go see it.
Well, it's not. It's just the bones.
Can we go see it?
Oh.
Where?
Can I tell?
We're talking
We
about
could
cows.
if you want to.
I do. Let's go.
No, not right now. Maybe we can go look at it in the next unit there, because I'm not going to move it until probably the spring. And here's our example of our short-horn dairy cow.
What? That's
There.
such a posed picture.
What?
That's such a posed picture.
I know it
I
is,
feel like
but
the person wore blue just to blend in with the sky.
probably did.
It's fake.
But
Yeah,
that's
it didn't work.
it's a pretty short-horn
But
dairy
it's
cow.
not even real grass.
Yeah, that's Photoshop.
It's a green screen.
Using.
You're a green screen.
So what you're trying to say, Jose, is that picture's rigged, huh?
Puppet.
All right, summary. Animals can be classified in many ways: size, use, color, breed, and also the scientific classification, which is the binomial nomenclature. And that is a summary of this chapter. What I need you to do is everybody needs
There's
to
one more
get.
slide.
There is?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I need everybody, after you get this one done, you need to grab a partner.
Was
And you need to
that?
stand up.
I'm gonna grope you, King.
Okay, Tommy.
You said
Do you
grab
have
the
to stand
part.
up?
You gotta stand up, and then here's what we're gonna do. And we'll split it up right in the middle. Okay, we're gonna do another little vocab review here, and then we'll get into our beef breed canoe.
Yeah, we have
You
to have
got
one.
you, so you can be a group of 3 fine. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Actually, everybody stand up right now, and then I'll explain. Stand up. You close your books and Chromebooks up.
That was my test, so.
All right. I am going to have and then you actually decide what partner is going to be the reader and what person is going to be the sayer.
I'm
I'm a doer.
Oh wait, the reader as in the describer. I'm pretty much going to play a form of, not Pictionary, but what am I thinking?
charades.
Yeah, kind of, but no actions, okay? You're using words, okay?
So just
So, I am going to have a vocab word up on the board, okay?
so it's just like
One person is going to describe that word and try to make the person guess it, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
They're gonna see the word.
Yeah.
Okay, the other person is going to be facing this way, and I'll take the mirror down. So the people that are going to be the readers are going to look at the board. The other people face towards the back.
You want to be the describer or the
I'll be
guesser?
the describer. No, you be the describer. I'll be the guesser.
So let's practice the first one here.
Alright.
Okay, so you two, are you the? No, wait. One person has to be. Dang, how can we do that?
we can trade. Like
Yeah, just switch in and out. That's good each time.
Okay, that's it.
No, get off the tables. Don't sit on the tables. Thank you. Jose, what are you
My
doing?
phone as a mirror.
Okay, so you got to. You need to be on this side of him, though. He's going to be looking this way. You be on this side. There you go. Okay, get off the table. Stand. Get right here. Stay right here. There you go. Get up for space to where you can actually be just like this. This is how I want people to be. Face each other. Face each other, I should say. Face each other. Get up and face each other. No, let's see. Remy, who are you with?
Ow.
Somebody needs to be with Bridget.
No.
Remy,
No.
Yeah.
We already have a group.
Who are you with? Are you
No.
with Bridget?
I guess.
Okay. So go ahead, face each other. No. Just get out over here, right out here. Just face each other. Then you can sit down facing each other. Fine.
Oh.
All right. So he's gonna guess, and you're just